Correctional systems around the world shift from purely custodial models to more rehabilitative approaches, the Gambia is making notable strides. 20 inmates have graduated from a vocational training program designed to equip them with practical skills ahead of their reintegration into society. The initiative is grounded in the belief that many incarcerated individuals have untapped potentials. With the right support and training, they can emerge from the prison not only rehabilitated but ready to contribute meaningfully to their communities. By providing inmates with hands-on skills, the program aims to reduce recidivism, enhance community safety, and promote economic development through self-reliance and employment. Speaking at the graduation, Prison Director Ansumana Mane described the occasion as a celebration of transformation and resilience. He noted the program aligns with the United Nations standard minimum rules for the treatment of prisoners.
According to the United Nations standards minimum rules for the treatment of inmates, that's the Mandela rules, Rule 4, and I quote, number 1, the purpose of a sentence of imprisonment or similar measures deprivative of a person's liberty are primarily to protect society against crime and reduce recidivism. Those purposes can be achieved only if the period of imprisonment is used to ensure, so far as possible, the integration of such persons into society upon their release, so that they can lead a law-abiding and self-supporting life. 2. To this end, prison administrations and other competent authorities should offer education, vocational training, and work, as well as other forms of assistance that are appropriate and available, including those of remedial, moral, spiritual, social, health, and sport-based nature. All such programs, activities, and services should be delivered in line with the individual treatment needs of prisoners. Therefore, today's graduation have proven our collective efforts towards fulfilling this rule, as well as other relevant rules governing the administration of prisons or corrections, including the Gambia Prisons Act.
He also thanked partners for their continued support and called for the expansion of training modules to include areas such as hairdressing and makeup to better cater to female inmates.
Inmate skills training program have transformed the capacity of the institution in addressing the limited rehabilitation programs that we had been struggling to attain. But your intervention has yielded positive outcomes in gaining that momentum, ascribing to one of our core mandates. During this period, you have supported the educators, instructors, correctional officers, and staff who supported this journey. Your belief in rehabilitation, not punishment, is what makes days like this possible. You are investing not only in individuals, but in the safety and health of our society at large. So thank you very much.
The Netherlands Chancellor Henrietta Bruma-Sonko congratulated the graduates, commending their courage and commitment to rebuilding their lives.
I would like to congratulate all involved in keeping up the great work, continuing with the training, and all the various sponsors who are involved, the prison authorities who are so open to make the best out of the rehabilitation of the inmates based here at Mal 2, and also those in Janjambure, who are now also added to the program. I want to congratulate the graduates and also those who have started the course but are still on the course and hopefully will graduating in the next phase. Yes, you are based here, but you have already taken a huge step to work on your future, to rethink your life, to learn skills, and to consider what do I want to do when I get out of here? How do I want to contribute to the development of the country? And that is very laudable and good reason to congratulate you. Of course, you are certified today. You have your skills, and you will be living, as the director said, either tomorrow or in the future. You will be living here with a toolbox of knowledge, and some of you with a toolbox of tools as well.
She highlighted the need for improved infrastructure, citing space limitation at the training center.
After so many years, at some stage, we renovated the building where the skills are hosted, but the location has become small. And I would like to, with excitement, say that we've had discussions to see how we can actually build a permanent structure which is more better suited for the training. So in collaboration with the prison authorities, we have already selected a site, and hopefully we will soon start with construction of 6 classrooms to make the training even more professional and permanent. It will be very nice if a construction program will be taken on board and the inmates will be highly involved in actually building the school, which they will leave behind when they exit this place. And they will have learned a skill by at least building a very nice structure to stay behind.
Representatives from civil society, including Nela Haina of Gambian Children First, applauded the government and prison authorities for supporting inmate rehabilitation through practical education.
On behalf of the board of the Gambian Children First, I thank you for the kind invitation to be present at this very special occasion, the graduation of these students that are sitting in front of me. The board would also like to emphasize the fact that we really appreciate the way the government, together with the management of the prison, has implemented in this facility the skills training and found inside training center to make it work. It is a team effort with great impact to your community. Our foundation is active in the Gambia since 2002, and up to this point we have been able to sponsor over 1,200 students. We focus mainly on girls, but at the same time, we have an open ear and mind to special initiatives like this. It was brought to our attention to Mrs. Sonko, and we saw the potential right from the start. And at this point, ITC is one of those schools where we sponsor 23 inmates, or we prefer to see them as students. Besides that, we are always looking for some extras. So in collaboration with a Dutch NGO, it's called Gered Gereedschap, we have been able to manage to send toolbox, practically fully equipped. So that is a beautiful addition when the graduates will leave this facility. It appears to be a success story, as we are told, as all students who left the facility as a graduate has managed to stay on the right track, and they got jobs or even set up small businesses for themselves. That is so much to be proud of. Everybody was given a new chance to motivated men and women, and they started to learn a skill. They learned more about themselves, and they took the chance with both hands. So dear graduates, be proud of yourselves. It is you who made the change. We were only the instruments, and together with ITC and the prison management, everything has made happen. And for those who still are training, keep on going and see what your new options are. They are inside of you. So I want to conclude this speech by saying congratulations to you all, good luck, make yourself proud, your family proud, and most of all, make your country proud. Thank you very much, and congratulations again.
Dr. Barry, chairman of the board of directors inside Training Center, said the graduation marks not the end of a program, but the reopening of doors once thought permanently closed.
Today is not just another graduation ceremony. Today is a testament to resilience, to transformation, and above all, to the indomitable human spirit that refuses to be defined by past mistakes. As chairman of the board of Insight Training Center, I stand before you, filled with pride and hope. What we witness here today is not merely the conclusion of a training program. It is the opening of doors once thought permanently shut. These inmates are no longer defined by the bars that confine them, but by the skills that now empower them. They are technicians, electricians, satellite installers, probably aquaculture experts, masons, and above all, men reborn with purpose.
The Vice Chairman of Insight Training Center Board of Directors emphasized the long-term impact of vocational training in reducing recidivism and promoting independence.
It's a pleasure once again to witness a graduation of this magnitude. What Insight Training Center is doing is they are making you people very independent. Independence in this case means you are going to be given a skill which you will always remember and use them at any time that you want to use them to benefit you and your family. But I must have to emphasize the importance of skills training in this institution. Rehabilitating people, this is not a punishment center. It's a rehabilitation center. Because what we want you people to do is, we are trying to make sure that what brought you here will not bring you here again. And that is very important. I can remember a good friend of mine wrote a thesis, and in that thesis, she emphasized that skills training is a vehicle for national development, which I think is very important. If we are doing anything and we are abiding by the importance of skills training, I think we should be able to encourage these people, these young men and women, to be able to do whatever they want to do in their skills and in their specialties. It is important. Specialty is important. So therefore, if there is anything people should go by, is to make sure that skills training is not neglected.
Principal Alaji Sise added that this marks the 5th such graduation, with 20 inmates gaining certification in areas like solar installation, satellite technology, and academic qualifications such as WAS.
Prison inmates. The skilled inmates are trained in electrical and solar installation, satellite installation, and grade 12 private WAS exams. Our collaboration with the Ministry of Interior and the Prison Authority started in 2012. The purpose of our collaboration is to provide skills and knowledge to inmates before the end of their jail term so that they will walk out of the jail with some degree of skills and knowledge which will keep them busy. In this way, our prisons ultimately will become correction centers. The prison inmate skills training was financed by our partners, PUM Netherlands, the Dutch Embassy in Dakar, Senegal, MRC Holland Foundation, the British Embassy, International Trade Center, GIZ, UNDP, and the Gambia Children Force. As a continuation of what the pioneers of the skills training of inmates have done, Gambia Children Force, Anita Simit, and MRC Holland Foundation continue to raise the flag, and Insight is indeed proud of all the sponsors. Mr. Chairman, ladies and gentlemen, in June 2022, we expanded our operation to Janjanbureh Prison Center, which was financed by UNDP as part of our mission to give equal access to all inmates skills training. Those graduating today include 3 from Janjanbureh Prison Center in solar and electrical installation. Currently, 67 inmates are on training in the following field of studies: electrical and solar installation, horticulture, plumbing, and tailoring. Out of the number, 46 inmates are in our Mile 2 Center and 21 in Janjambure Center. Mr. Chairman, ladies and gentlemen, 20 inmates will receive their certificates today in the following field of studies: solar and electrical installation 11, satellite installation 5, and access program grade 12 private was results 4. In the year under review, Insight was able to conduct access program classes for the grade 12 private was examination funded by the Justice Defendant. That give the inmates the opportunity to receive their grade 12 exams conducted by WAEC while in prison, which give them the access to enroll for degree programs. 5 inmates were selected for the access program with 5 subjects each to receive at the end of the WAS for private second serial 2024 examination conducted here at Mile 2 Center, approved by the management of the West African Examination Council as an examination center. The first best student get 2 credits and 2 passes, second get 2 credits and 1 pass, and third and fourth each get a pass.
It is with great honor and pride that we gather here today to celebrate another remarkable milestone in our collective journey towards rehabilitation, empowerment, and reintegration. In 2022, with the support of United Nations Development Program Core Resource, the mini vocational training center was established in Janjambure as a transformative step towards offering second chance to inmates through skill development and vocational training. The center was born out of the belief that every individual, regardless of their past, deserve the opportunity to learn, grow, and contribute meaningfully to the society. We extend our heartfelt appreciation to the Gambian Prison Service under the able leadership of the Director of Prisons for their unwavering commitment to transforming the correctional system into a rehabilitative and empowering environment. Their proactive engagement, openness to innovation, and institutional ownership have been instrumental in making this initiative not only possible, but impactful. And we can see that today. Since its establishment in Janjambure, we have been able to celebrate 7 graduates. 4 of them graduated in 2023, and today we are celebrating additional 3. I want to believe those 3 are here with us, and please allow me to recognize those 3 that are coming from Janjambure. Yaya Kunte, which is one of the graduates, Mudu Trobali, and Abdullahi Trobali. Congratulations. You're one of those that have made Janjambure Rehabilitation Program a reality. These graduates represent more than success. They are living proof that the right support system, inclusive opportunities, and an enabling environment, transformation is not only possible, but is also inevitable. This achievement is not only a celebration of personal triumph, but for graduates, but also a testament to the power of collaboration. The presence and commitment of key stakeholders, including the Ministry of Higher Education, various NGOs, and development partners like the Embassy of the Kingdom of Netherlands, alongside the dedicated training institutions such as the Insights Training Center, have been critical to the program continuity and sustainability.
Let me begin by congratulating you first on this achievement, and to give you a hope that you are not in this journey alone. The Ministry of Higher Education, I'm sure as many of you are aware, we are very passionate under the leadership of the Honorable Minister about inclusivity, that every Gambian, a woman, man, young or old, they have the right to contribute meaningfully to national development. Because as our key mandate is to develop human capital. Skills is paramount, and this is why the ministry has been embarking on structural transformation of TVET. I'm sure everybody, TVET is now a household name. And TVET has been here decades ago. I'm sure those of you who went through GTTI, now you said, in the 80s, TVET has been here. People have been learning skills. I remember the Deputy Governing Council rightly mentioned, TVET Wachara House. That time people thought, let him go and do skills. But we are now aware that this is in the past. With skills, you are far better off than someone who just wears the suit and sit under the aircon. Because remember, when that AC needs repair, we call on you who have acquired the skills. Are you not more important?
Speaking on behalf of the graduates, one inmate expressed gratitude and called on President Adama Barrow to exercise his prerogative of mercy for those who have reformed.
Skills acquisition has now become a norm in the Gambian prison, and many inmates who in the past benefited from the training are out there today economically empowered. DG, your effort to see positive changes in the Gambian prison can never be overemphasized, and it is well appreciated by all. But we know that a tree does not make a forest, and so want to also extend our thanks to your team of leadership. In this regard, especially CSP Ibrahim Asise, who oversees the inmates' skill training and checks every day on the students to ensure that every needful was done. The amazing outcome of this skill education is that we have not seen any name of those who underwent this training and we are freed from prison that reflected in the prison recidivism book. The last and not the least is the inside training and their development partners, such as the MRC Holland Foundation, the Gambia Children Fest, and other stakeholders who made sure that whatever that was required, not just to train us, but qualitative training that can enable us compete in any skill and labor market are made available. No wonder we were given teachers who taught us with respect and dignity, and not like trust as some people out there with perceived prisoners. Teachers has impacted knowledge on us despite our unsettled mind, because of their well-talented, skillful, and systematic approach to teaching. We thank them for their indignity. As I round up, I want to use this medium to plead with His Excellency, Adama Barrow, to please consider and show mercy on prisoners and grant them pardon, especially on those ones who have fully reformed and have spent a long time in the prisons.
So on that note, I will indulge the certificate to be tendered, and then we now do the presentation. Sir, we are proud of you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Uncle Salah. Mikaba. On the list. Next, we also want to acknowledge those that benefited from this UNDP training, those from Janjambure, Makati. Of course, when you talk of Makati, it is far. But however, they are also able to represent it here, and we want to call on UNDP representative to do the handing over. And I call on Yaya Conte. Yaya Conte, job well done, Yaya, for the perseverance and your efforts. that had made you worthy to be certified. Yaya, job well done. So much. Thank you so much. And then to the access program, those are also privileged. For the first time that we had this access program being conducted, and I believe this will, the trend will continue. Even also the officers, I think we also need it. So we want to employ on those providing the service. Some of us who need at least to adjust, because capacity building has also alluded in the TRRC, which it is ongoing, and we wanted to, to also continue in that aspect, so that we are able to cater for what is needed as alluded in the TRRC recommendation. So please do extend the programs to officers equally. Please, I want to, from Justice Defenders, Mary, Council Mary, to do the handing over certificate. Then first we have Omar Kamara. Do we have Mamadou Korka Jallo?
Is Korka here?
Is Korka here? Job well done for believing in yourself. In as much as there is life, there is no limitation. Adam Akor.
She's an officer.
Adam Akor. Oh, that's an officer. And then we have Ansumana Mane. Ansumana? Okay, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Council. We are grateful. We also want to...
I think now we have awards to give.
Yes, awards. You see, it's also good to recognize the efforts of those that are also helping in your, in order to make sure that you achieve your development goals as an institution. As I said, the prison is a multi-dimension, meaning that we alone cannot do it. In fact, the capacity is not there. So we also want to show our gratitude to those that are invested and are continue to invest in the reform processes, which the Gambia prison is working towards reform, and also to make sure that we serve for its purpose. So first, we want to call on our able Director General to do the formal, to be accorded in recognition of your support in empowering inmates through education and rehabilitation, leaving a lasting impact and reflecting through compassionate and community spirit. And it is therefore a call on MRC Honoran Foundation to receive this award. Give a round of applause.
This one is higher education to hand over this to these people. Higher education, Fatujani. The minister's representative.
Yeah. Thank you, Holland MRC Foundation. We are grateful. Thank you, DG. Thank you, sir. We also now invite the Acting Director General from the Ministry of Higher Education to come and do this handing over award certificate to the Gambia Children First. Give a round of applause. Give a round of applause for providing the toolbox, the resource, and for the investment that you're also doing in the educational sector. Thank you so much.
Inside board chair to come and hand over this one.
We also now invite, thank you so much. We are grateful. Job well done. Give a round of applause. The Board of Directors, inside training, to do this formal handing over to the Royal Netherlands Embassy, Dakar. So still, Netherlands Embassy, we are grateful. We are grateful. Oh yes, oh yes, oh yes.
And if you really want to use for her again, but you call the UNDP man, Lady Stella from UNDP to come.
Thank you, thank you. Still on the presentation, thank you, sir.
Doctor, thank you.
Doctor, thank you.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you. We call on UNDP to come and do the handing over. And this award still goes to MRC Holland Foundation. Well deserved and commendable. Yes, summa cum laude. Thank you. Thank you, MRC Holland Foundation.
From there now, we just do a demonstration
Yes.
of those materials, those awards there to the graduating students.
Where are they
The
now?
boxes. You don't see
Who
the
are you
boxes
going to
there.
award them?
It's to the graduating students.
How?
Yeah, that is like with this Gambian children first. They will be the one to hand over.
Now, I also want to,
That's the toolboxes.
that part of the packages that are to be delivered today, we have seen there the toolbox. As part of our commitment, not only do they go away with the certificate, but when they also leave, they leave with a legacy, which is those toolbox. As that's what they use in their daily workforce and the service that they will also be rendering while outside. Toolbox to those that are to be accorded this box. Yes.
I think we just call one of them just as a
So we call on one of the graduates to receive those toolbox on behalf of the graduates.
anyone of the graduates
Anyone from the graduates
to come and represent.
to represent? Thank you. His uncle doing very well in the prisons. Thank you, sir. Job well done. In your service delivery. As a carpenter needs a chisel, and as a electrical installer, you need your screws. This is what you need. So all it's impact, so that by the time you leave, you use them wisely and they make a living. Give a round of applause. Not only that, but Jollof Care, the Jollof Care Center, a foundation that is working closely to help those incarcerated. They have been doing very well. And in that aspect, in fact, part of the trade fair, they have a stall. So please, work there, stall number 20, stall number 208, stall number 208 at the trade fair, ongoing trade fair. They have all this there. So please support, buy their material to support the inmates. And what happened, the proceeds that they have, they give it back to the inmates. I think that's wonderful. And then they give them a token of whatever that is sold there.
The Gambia Prison Services Program offers hope and a second chance for those preparing to rejoin society. Reporting for GTV News, I am Lamilem Sise.